Any questions you have? Say. Yes? You have a question? Okay.
For us, how do we know if we're in the stage that we're pretending or making ourselves to cry, or if we're really crying? How do we know if we're...
You don't know when you're pretending. You don't know when you are sincerely crying. You should know. But crying, it is because of something. Crying because of something. The hadith, the Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, if you know what I know, you're going to cry a lot and you're going to laugh little. Now, some people, they take that to mean, they're always going to be very solemn, very sour. It's not meaning that too. Because so many people, they laugh with ghaflat, with emptiness. They laugh, and that laughter brings them away from iman. There is a laughter that brings you to faith too. There is a kind of laughter that brings you to faith, to understanding Allah and His Prophet more, to increase your faith. And there is a laughter that brings you out from the faith. Today's humor, 99%, it is to make you to forget about Allah. Nasruddin Hoja, his stories always makes people to laugh. Even they heard it before, they want to hear it again, they want to say it again. Every time when that is being told, they smile and they laugh. Yes, they laugh. But is that laughter bringing you away from Allah? No, that laughter brings you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because his stories, there is always wisdom, and it's always, so many times, it is showing the heedlessness of man and the mercy of Allah. So many times he's using himself as an example. If it's not himself, there's his donkey. Huh? So now, knowing what you know that is going to make you to cry. Why are you crying? Today's people, they only cry because they don't get what they want. And 99% it is because of dunya. They cry. So many times I hear people, they're texting me crying so much because of dunya. But once we say, as Shaykh Efendi likes, Allah gives the permission, it'll happen. Once it happens, they forget you, just like that. Some, they never even say thank you. It's common. I'm so sick. Okay, you get well. Oh, when did you get well? Oh, 2 weeks ago. Oh, alhamdulillah. I smile. Yeah. So this is man's nature, because man is what? Created in haste, and he is heedless, he is forgetful. Allah is describing. You understand? So the zikr is supposed to make you to think, to understand. So what are you crying for? As a believer, what must you cry for? You're crying for yourself and how disobedient you are, how far we are from Allah. Then you're going to look at all the things that makes you to become away from Allah, to make your heart to turn hard. It's because of that. Because some people, they also cry, but it's crying with heedlessness too. Right? Because it feels good. It's a high that gets you. You cry and you cry, you think you're so close to Allah, but how you know you're sincere? Next minute, if someone touches your ego a little bit, you get upset. It's not crying. Worse, if the Shaykh tells you, you are being an idiot. Blah, 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 blah. Stop that. Blah, 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 blah. Then what is all that crying for? Fake. It's fake. It's just another high. It's just another kind of drug that you take, and because you feel that you are close to Allah at that time, but there is no result that comes from that. There's no result, it's empty. You're crying and your heart has become really, you cry, your heart has become like lacerated. Huh? Like someone is just chopping it to pieces. That time somebody says and curses at you, you don't have even any energy. And if you're crying because you're feeling very sorry because you are such a disobedient one. Then if someone says, hey, donkey, in reality, you're going to start crying again. He says, yeah, that's right, I am a donkey. Not to say, why you say I'm a donkey? These days when the Shaykh says, not donkey, saying, you're doing this, like this, like this. I don't think you're right. Yeah. That one is a real donkey. So watch yourself. This is the way that we have to become very aware of ourselves. Because you may not be aware that whatever you're doing, it is bringing you closer to Allah, bringing you further away to Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. You think you're taking the medicine, but in reality, the real doctor comes and says, this medicine is no good for you. It's actually making you sick. Who are you to prescribe medicine to yourself? So, and Holy Prophet ﷺ saying, cry. Cry for what? For that reason. Cry for ourselves. Cry for our ego. Cry to say, La ilaha illa anta subhana in kuntum min az-zalimin. I have become a tyrant to myself. Then you must know how a tyrant you are. Inside, before that crying, and after that crying. Not to become a tyrant after that crying. In that crying, say, yeah, I'm a tyrant, I'm so bad one. Then after that, someone touches you, you become a tyrant again. Then what is all that crying for? Is fake. When the heart cries, it becomes so soft. That time it becomes really sensitive. It knows everything is coming from Allah. Cry. And if you can't cry, make yourself to cry. You cannot cry because we cry, again, when our nafs wants something it doesn't get, we can cry. But you don't cry for the spirit. Some people, they're asking me so many times, they're crying, say, my work is like this, my work is that, please, I need your guidance, please. Crying for work. At the same time, doing all sorts of wrong things. I say, I never hear you one time telling me, please help me, I'm doing all these wrong things. Why have to hear from other people? Why have you heard from other people that you're doing all these things? You know that. Why you don't come and say, please, I need help from this? Crying for the dunya again. So, you don't know how to cry. How are you going to make yourself to cry? Ours, yes, taqlid. We have to follow. Who are we following? The righteous ones. We're not following those ones who are fake. We're following the right ones. We're following the sincere ones. Follow them. Then, make yourself to cry. There's something wrong with your heart. If you're not understanding the fire that is around you, the fire that is inside of you. There's something wrong. When there is something wrong like that, you cannot cry. It is good. Now, in the way of Allah, that you push yourself, you force yourself a little bit. You're fasting now. Soon the time will come and you're going to fast. Is there any choice for us to fast? Today's Muslims, you're going to say everything is a choice. Unconditional love. There's no condition now. Yes, there is a condition. Hazrat Jibreel himself came. Hazrat Jibreel in front of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, in front of the Sahabi-Kiram. He was testing the Prophet. What is Iman? What is Islam? What is Iman and what is Ihsan? These are the conditions of faith. These are the conditions of being a servant to Allah. These are the conditions to return to Allah properly. It's not unconditional. We become like Christians. Unconditional love. But you know what? Christians have a lot of conditions too. No, wrong understanding. We are here to understand properly, inshallah. We're taking it from our Shaykh. We're putting it in our lives and we're seeing it. If you like it, take it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.